Bruno Fernandes did what he said he would in Manchester United win versus Burnley. The Man United captain maintained one of his golden rules of leadership as his side secured a huge 3 points in the Premier League. Manchester United are anything but consistent right now, and Bruno Fernandes has uncharacteristically been part of that problem. The new Red skipper has always been a mainstay in the United side, but the team struggles to gain momentum when the Portugal star isn't at the peak of his powers. Having such high standards himself, he will admit that his start to the season hasn't been the strongest. That doesn't make him any less of a leader, and against Bayern Munich he showed on many occasions that he was prepared to help out defensively as much as he could offensively. But when you wear the armband of United full-time, such traits are expected, and Fernandes knows this. He is, though, one of the few United players to be able to put his money where his mouth is. Fernandes has 2 goals and 2 assists this season, leading United through the mire with the most goal contributions. His latest was something special. It was a stalwart of old who teed him up, Jonny Evans, making his first United start since 2015, pinging a 40-yard ball onto the boot of Fernandes, who lashed home a terrific strike. It might be one of his most eye-pleasing goals in a United shirt. When asked last season about what makes a good leader, Fernandes replied, "You have to be yourself and you have to lead by example." The playmaker has often been criticized for his on-field gestures by certain onlookers, who will argue he hardly follows his own advice. Fernandes insists that it's not to disrespect anyone, saying, "The way I play and feel the game, the passion I feel for it, is how I feel better and how I give the most for my team and to my club." He added back in April, "I am really competitive and want to give to push and give the best of myself. And I demand the others to give the best of themselves." The arguments against Fernandes would hold weight if the player was failing to abide by his own commandments and underperforming. This is simply not the case. In an interview with The Athletic last year, Fernandes was asked how a leader ought to motivate a team who are going through a tough time. By example, he replied, "It doesn't matter if things are not going well, you still have to try as hard as you can." Fernandes led by example when he volleyed home the opener against Burnley on Saturday evening, and by his hard work against Bayern. He may not have been as effective in Germany, but no one can critique his commitment. He did provide an assist for Casemiro's second goal and helped lead the charge in the 3-2 fightback against Nottingham Forest last month. He hopes his influence will rub off on the younger figures of the squad. "I try to pass confidence to young players, it doesn't matter how old they are," he outlined in the aforementioned interview. "I also want them to feel part of the family at Manchester United. It's not just about the first team. And I remember being a young player too and wanting support from older players. The best way to go about doing that? Led by example."